Good evening and hello everybody and welcome to the first GoPro call. We are very proud to be here with you and we thank you all the Herbalife Corporate to give us the opportunity, to give me the opportunity to stay with you. I say yes because with Silvia, my wife, we build our business in Herbalife. But first of all, congratulations to all the people that are here, that are qualified from January to March to be at this first GoPro call. We are here from 44 countries and we are translating in 20 languages and it is so amazing. My trip in Herbalife started 16 years ago when I was a manager in a company in the Milan city center in Italy. And I was a little bit frustrated about my life because I was a man in career, but I was a single guy without a family. And I was tired to say yes when I was thinking that the best answer for me was no. So my story was a story that a guy that wanted to choose the better and the best from the good. And I started my Herbalife journey when a friend of mine asked me, what do you do for breakfast this morning? And from that question, I attended an event and I discovered that my frustration was a frustration of the people that was on stage. I found people with the best shape of me, best health, better relationship, and better money. So I decided to put spare time in that epoch in my life, the Herbalife opportunity. I was starting alone. Then I met my wife Silvia, that was an interior designer and architect in the city center of Milan. And spare time, it means working 12, 14 hours a day as manager. I put my Herbalife dream aside, and 1 year after, I became a global expansion team. I left my job, and 4 years and a half after, millionaire team. And now is the best time ever because we are, after 16 years, at the second month of president team qualification. So if we do it, you can do it. And this is the situation that we are living, a situation with life, with freedom, with a family that we are build, with another Herbalife family that we build. This is the last event in Italy, the kick-off event with a part of the team. And we are sincerely only at the beginning because we are so focused like never before and so determined that we want to help you through this call also to achieve your dreams and most of all, transform your dreams into your new reality. For that, I'm introducing a guy that for me was a game changer because the last year in 2024 in March, we attended a big meeting for the leadership in Lisbon. And when I met him, on stage after I've read his book GoPro many years ago and shaped my Herbalife business through this kind of book. I discovered that he was the strategy chief of Herbalife, and for me the keywords was attack phase. We are in an attack phase. I was in that epoch in a situation where I was finding a new why, and this attack phase put me in my best years at the beginning. So we are hyper focused thanks to the basics that we are sharing tonight, because it's about the basic, daily practice on the basic. And we are very proud to introduce the guy that is the best friend of Herbalife, and please help us to introduce, for me, is a really living legend, the best friend of Herbalife, Eric Worre.
Hey, Igor. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that very much. Good to see you, my brother. Hello, everybody. I hope that the translation's coming through okay and you can see me and you can hear me okay. Thank you to the translators for making this all work in so many different languages. I really appreciate it. I've got a little bit of time today to talk to you about how to move forward faster in your Herbalife career. And specifically, I want to spend time talking about how you can get yourself qualified as supervisor. And if you're already supervisor, how do you help more people on your team qualify for supervisor? And how everybody that's watching this finds a way to qualify to be at the extravaganza in Budapest coming up. You know, this next 90 days is really, really a big deal. Getting qualified over the course of these next 90 days, the road to extravaganza is a very, very important thing. You absolutely have to find a way to be there. If you're not currently qualified, find a way. It's only a decision. Deciding to be at this event. I'm telling you, lives are going to be changed at this event. Big decisions are going to happen at this event. Leaders are born at events like this. So in your particular case, you're going to have to make a decision to step up just to be able to go. And supervisor is such an important thing. It's this building block that we're trying to create. And what you should all be doing is have the intention of creating a supervisor factory. Every task that you engage in is moving you towards becoming a supervisor and helping other people on your team do the same thing. And then reaching down in the next group and reaching down in the next group. And you start to create duplication, momentum, move up into president's team and beyond. Okay? If you can get to supervisor, you can help enough other people get to supervisor, you can get yourself to president's team. Okay? It's as simple as building the first building block, making the first circle work. Okay? You achieving what you need to achieve. Now, there's a number of different tools. Obviously, there's the various DMOs that are going on, the business flows that are going on in various markets. And I would have you look to your leadership as to what business flow and what DMO is working best in your country, in your market, with your leadership group. What I'm going to attempt to do today is give you some basic training on how you can improve your skills and become an Herbalife professional and operate that business flow, that DMO, to the highest level of your ability. Okay? There's a number of different tools that are available to you. Obviously, you might know about the Herbalife Premier League. I just got off a Herbalife Premier League Zoom. If you're not qualified for Herbalife Premier League, use this window while you're getting yourself qualified for extravaganza and helping your team do the same. Use this window to get yourself qualified also, or move yourself towards becoming an Herbalife Premier League member. We're on track to have absolutely record-breaking growth in 2025. And that's going to start with you getting yourself qualified for Premier League in 2025 and helping other people do the same. Okay? And recently, earlier this month, the company rolled out an awesome program called Flex45. Flex45 is a program, if you know, put a 45 in the chat if you're aware of Flex45 and if you're engaged and involved with Flex45. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 45s, which is fantastic. Because guess what Flex45 is going to help you do? It's going to help you qualify for supervisor faster. It's going to help you work with your team and help them become qualified for supervisor faster. So just here's, if you're not aware of Flex45, if you go to My Herbalife, you'll see a Flex45 pop up. Click on that button and you'll see here's the challenge of Flex45. It's a 45-day challenge for the 45 years of Herbalife greatness. 7 things to do every day. Use the Herbalife products, at least 20 minutes of personal development, 20 minutes of exercise, start 5 new conversations, share the Herbalife products with at least one person, the Herbalife opportunity with at least one person, and post an update on your Flex45 journey on social. If you miss a day, start over. Okay? So we've been going for a little while now. Those of you who have started your Flex45 journey, do me a favor, and if you can show that that other thing with the second button. If you've started your journey, how many days in a row do you have right now? How many days? What's your streak? 14, 2, 4, 11. It's all over the place. Different ones. Doing anything for 45 consecutive days is a commitment. But here's what we wanted Flex45 to be for you, is a tool for you to do more action than you would normally be doing. And even if you have to start over, there's no shame in starting over. How many people have had to start over at least one time? Put a 1 in the chat if you've had to start over at least one time. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. What matters is that you finish. That once you started this program, you will restart. How many have started over 2 times? Put a 2 in the chat. Or 3 times, put a 3 in the chat. It's okay. Start over. No big deal. It's fine. But what's important is you stay with it until you finish, because the productivity is going to be huge. Now, if you're not part of Flex45, you just go to My Herbalife and you'll see this page. You can start or restart. You see the in progress thing. And then you're also going to see something called Get Herbalife Insider. And this is a custom program that has been created with me and the company to create daily video training delivered to you in every language. Training on mindset, skill set, strategy, leadership, personal development, belief, give you some encouragement every single day. Show the next slide. Every single day. This will do a couple things. You're going to get a video training from me in your language every single day for free for 45 days during this challenge. Nothing to sign up for, no credit cards to offer, anything. This is just a free gift for you to be able to have. And if you see underneath, you'll see how many days your streak has been active. And it'll let the company know. You can hold yourself accountable, and you can track your 7 tasks underneath that video player. Okay? So you just have to go get access to that. It's absolutely free. If you decide you want to keep getting Herbalife Insider after the 45 days, the company will give you the opportunity to sign up for that at a deep discount. Okay? But I will tell you, I'm a huge fan of micro learning, little ideas, little strategies every day to help you stay in the game. Now, what I would do if I was you is I would use Flex45 as a catalyst to get me going and help my team get going. And as people get through Flex45, that they would get in on their path towards Herbalife Insider. Sorry. As they get through Flex45, that they get on their path to Herbalife Premier League. Make sense? Okay. And those of you who are already using Herbalife Insider and getting the daily video training, on a scale of 1 to 100, show the other people what is the value of the training that you're getting so far. On a scale of 1 to 100. Be honest. Be honest. You won't hurt my feelings. 90s, 100s, 40s, 85, lots of hundreds. All right, good. Guess who's going to get the most value from that? The people who utilize that content and access that content every day. How's my translation? How's my accent in your language? I hope it's pretty good. Is it funny? Is it bad? Hey, it's better than subtitles. At least I hope it's better than subtitles. But I'm glad to be able, it's my dream to speak all these languages around the world. It was very, very, very cool to be able to do. My Dutch is so good. Fantastic. I feel good about that. Thank you. But I'm glad that technology is helping to be able to communicate a little bit clearer to you. And it's just going to get better and better every day. Okay. So anyway, I have a woman voice in some languages. Wow, that's interesting. All right, cool. Anyway, let's talk. I want to talk to you about skills. I want to talk to you about what you need to learn in order to become a Herbalife professional. Here's what I learned. Network marketing isn't perfect, and neither is Herbalife. But if you're entrepreneurial at all, it's better. It's a better way to learn how to become an entrepreneur. It's a better way to learn how to become self-employed, to work for yourself, to build your own business. There's ups and downs, and it's judged and misunderstood. I understand all that, but it's still better. Show me a better way for a person to be with a tiny amount of financial capital and a solid work ethic that they could build something with this much upside. Show me something where they get this amount of leverage and scale. It just doesn't exist anywhere in the world. So it's not perfect, but it is better. It's better than anything else out there. Okay? So if you're going to do it, decide to be a professional. Decide to go pro. Walk away from amateur. You don't need to get lucky. You just need to become good. And people ask me, what advice do you have? What advice do you have for a person who's just wants to have a breakthrough? They want 2025 to be their breakout year. If you want 2025 to be your breakthrough year, put a 2025 in the chat. 2025. If this is your year, if this is your time, if this is your moment, if you want this to be your year, here's my advice to you. Learn the skills. Learn the skills. Now, in the next 42 minutes, can I teach you every skill there is to learn to be an Herbalife professional? No. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's okay. Anything worthwhile takes time. But I promise you it's worth it. I'm going to tell you what the skills are. I'm going to give you a little understanding of the skills that you need to think about. But then it's a decision. Once I give you the skills that you need to develop, and there's 7 fundamental skills that you need to develop. Once I give you those skills, then you need to begin the process of becoming a student and mastering the skills one by one by one by one. Okay? That's a decision. Every one of you can learn it. Your team, your company, your country, your region, you can find the answers to these skills everywhere. The Herbalife leadership is incredibly talented at these skills. But if you make the decision, the first thing that you got to put into your notes is decide. I need to decide that I'm going to learn this. Once you make the decision, everything gets much easier. Until you make this decision, everything stays difficult. Okay? So let me walk you through the 7 essential network marketing skills. And write this into your notes if you're taking notes. And I'd recommend you take notes. Skill number 1, finding prospects. How do you find people to talk to and educate about your products and about the Herbalife opportunity? How do you find them? I didn't know that was a skill. I just thought you either knew a lot of people or you didn't. What I learned later is professionals in Herbalife, they're constantly making connections with new people. They're constantly making friends with new people, engaging in conversation with new people, finding new people, adding new people to their lists, adding people to their social media friend groups. You're constantly adding. And it's not the people they knew with the day they joined Herbalife that built their fortune. It's the people they met after they joined Herbalife that made their fortune. Those of you who are president's team, on this Zoom, put into the chat what percentage of the people that you've enrolled in your business did you meet after you signed up in Herbalife? What percentage did you meet after you joined? 150, 95, 97? You see what's happening in the chat? It wasn't who they knew, and it's not who you know right now. It's the people you're going to meet. It's learning how to be a networker. It's connecting with other human beings. It's learning this skill of finding prospects. Okay? So that's skill number one, finding prospects. Skill number two is inviting. Inviting people to take a look. Inviting, skill set number two. Finding prospects, one. Skill number two is inviting. Your job is to educate people to the point that they understand what you have. Your job is to educate them until they understand your products. You educate them until they understand the Herbalife opportunity. They might misunderstand it right now. They might judge it right now. Your job is to educate them till they fully understand what it is, right? We do that by inviting them to look at the information, to experience the product, to see the opportunity, to understand how the compensation plan works, to see the support. We invite them to look. If the prospect's here and the opportunity's over here, you stand between and you invite the prospects to check out the opportunity. You invite the prospects to understand the products. You are a connector. So you connect by inviting one to learn about the other. So finding prospects is skill number one. Skill number two is inviting. Inviting people to come, hey, come check it out. And this simple distinction helped me a lot. The distinction of my job is to help educate my prospect to the point that they understand what I have. It wasn't my job to be super fancy and incredibly talented. My job was to connect, right? And use the connection as a way to educate. Because once a person becomes educated, it's easy for them to make a decision. So finding prospects is skill number one. Inviting people is skill number two. Presenting is skill number three. And at the beginning, I would recommend that you don't do a lot of the presenting yourself. I would recommend that you use third-party tools in order to be able to do that. I'd rather you invite to introduce somebody to your upline, or invite a prospect to check out a video, or invite a prospect to try the product, or invite the prospect to attend a Zoom call, or invite a prospect to come visit one of your clubs. Use the third party instead of you being the expert. Connect your prospects to the experts. You'll get much better results. So ultimately, do you need to learn how to become a presenter? Sure. Ultimately. But at the beginning, do you need to become a great presenter? No. You need to be a great connector. Later, you can learn how to become a great presenter. But you don't need to worry about, don't stress about being an expert right now. Just be excited and passionate and connect people to the resources that will educate them. So finding prospects, one. Inviting, two. Presenting, three. Skill set number four is following up. If you start a conversation with people, continuing the conversation with people, right? Staying in conversation with people, helping people understand that to help somebody understand, very few people are going to understand the Herbalife opportunity after seeing it one time. Even if they're very sharp, they need to understand the company. They need to understand the business method of operation, how business is run. They need to understand the compensation plan. They need to understand the products. They're not going to understand. Did you understand it the first time you saw it? Probably not. So you need to continue to educate through a series of exposures. And during follow-up, that's when you're going to run into questions. You're going to run into objections. You need to learn how to answer questions and objections. Okay? So first four: finding prospects, inviting, presenting, following up, keeping the conversation going. Skill set number 5 is closing. Some people don't like that phrase. You can call it enrolling if you'd like, whatever you'd like. But I just find that the reason why I use the word closing is helping a person make a decision. Many of you probably have people who are thinking about becoming a customer, or they're thinking about opening up a club, or they're thinking about joining as a distributor, or they're thinking about qualifying to go to extravaganza, or they're thinking about it. If you learn how to close, you can ask some questions and help a person make a decision. It's not about persuading somebody to do something that they're not ready to do. It's about helping a person make a decision that's in their best interest and that they want to do. So there's some skill involved there. But you don't have to have huge amounts of skill. You just need a little bit of practice in order to be able to learn how to help a person get started, how to close. Skill set number 6 is getting people started. Getting people started. And I want to spend most of the time today talking about getting a person started. But this onboarding process, this crucial conversation is what I call it, helps a person get some results quickly. It's very, very important. This is where duplication starts, is in this first conversation with a brand new person. And I want to just have that conversation with you. Okay? And then we're going to talk about promoting events. Skill set number 7, promoting events. So throw the 7 up again. If you want to take a picture, these are the 7 skills: finding prospects, inviting, presenting, following up, closing, getting people started, and promoting events. Okay? These 7 skills will build a career for you. They'll create an opportunity for you. They'll give you, man, in my case, I'm so grateful because these skills are not particularly difficult to learn. It's not like you're learning how to be a medical doctor or something. These are not super hard. And I'm so grateful because they're such highly paid skills in our profession. You just have to just focus on these things in order to be able to turn your Herbalife experience into a career. So let me talk about, I was trying to think about how can I bring you the most value today in the time that we have. There's what I call crucial conversation. When you start a new person, or if you're just getting started, let's just role play and I'll have this conversation with you. Okay? And whether I'm having, just let's play along with me, take notes, follow this conversation, and as if I'm having it with you, and even if you're already started and everything's all great, these are the words I wish somebody would have given me, because I was clueless on how to start a new distributor. My organization was, oh man, I could recruit people, but they didn't do anything. Does anybody relate to that? Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to recruiting people and then they don't do anything. They just sit there. It's so frustrating. And it's not only frustrating, it makes you feel bad. It made me feel bad. It's like, I feel like I'm the problem. I feel like I'm letting people down because I'm not giving them a clear path. I don't know how to tell them what to do. And because of that, I feel terrible. So I learned this crucial conversation many years ago, and I made it an absolute must in my organization. And when I did, everything changed. In my first 3.5 years, I had no duplication. I had addition and subtraction. I mean, nobody on my team, it seemed like nobody would do anything unless I was helping them do every single thing. And then I learned this. And when I learned this, everything took off. Okay? So the crucial conversation, let me walk you through it. Part 1. If I'm sitting down with somebody, this is the formula I want you to follow when you're sitting down with a brand new person. First of all, when a person joins your business, if you can have this conversation in the first 72 hours, it'll make a huge difference. The 72 hours after they join, if you don't have that crucial conversation, you missed an opportunity. And anytime possible, do it face to face. Face to face on Zoom, face to face on WhatsApp, or whatever platform you use, Telegram, you name it. Face to face. Okay? I promise you, face to face makes a huge difference. So, part 1 of the crucial conversation is to congratulate them. Congratulate them. Validate their decision. Let them know that they made the right choice by joining network marketing. Let them know that they made the right choice by joining Herbalife. Let them know that they made the right choice by being part of your team. Congratulate them. Well done. I'm proud of you. Good job. You made the right choice. You're the smart one. Other people don't have the vision that you have. We're going to do incredible things together. Tell them why you think they made the right choice. Because even if you talk to them 24 hours after they join, they're still nervous. They're still not sure about their decision. They could very easily just disappear. Right? I'm sure you had a lot of people joined and disappeared. Why? Because they didn't get that little piece of encouragement. So just congratulate them. Okay? Use your own words, but just say, well done. You did a good thing. You're the smart one. Then part 2 is explaining our working relationship. So if I'm sitting with you after I've congratulated you, I would just going to say, and this is so critical, please listen to this and take very good notes. My goal, this is part 2, my goal is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. Let me say that again. My goal is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. And by independent, I don't mean that we're not going to be friends, we're not going to talk, but you don't need me. You can build a business without me. My goal is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. These are such important words because it's going to set up your entire working relationship. It's going to set up their proper expectation. It's going to let them know what your objective is when you're going to be giving them things to do, that your goal is that them becoming independent from you. Then this applies to getting a person who wants to build a business with Herbalife, not so much just a customer. If they're a customer, help them get started as a customer. But if they have an intention to build a business, okay, explain the working relationship. My goal is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. That's first statement. Second is a question. Do you agree that that's a good goal? In the comments, give me a thumbs up if you agree that that's a good goal. Or put a 1 in the chat if you agree that that's a good goal. Do you agree it's a good goal? You becoming independent? Because if you don't say this, you know what a lot of people do? They say, my job is to help you be successful. If you're not successful, it's going to be my fault. If, I'm just here to work for you. That's a terrible relationship. It's so much better to say, my job is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. Do you agree that that's a good goal? Yes. Get them to agree. Yes, they agree. How long do you want it to take to become independent from me? Put in the chat. How many days do you want it to take to become independent from me? Where you can operate this business with or without me. 90 days, 180 days, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months. But do you feel the difference in how this is happening versus maybe what you're doing now? Let's say they say 90 days. You're going to get a lot of 90 days in 6 months. Then you go to part 3. Let me explain how I'm going to help you go from dependence to independence. How I'm going to do it. Can I use the board? Whiteboard? Here's what I like to draw, and I'm going to do this in English, but you can translate this into your language. Now, this says in English, I will help you build your business. Okay? And I draw this out for somebody, and then I say this, I will help, but you build a business. I'll help, but you build it. This is your business. This is not my business. It is your business. I'm here as a resource, but you have to build it. If you succeed, it's going to be on you. If you fail, it's going to be on you. I'm going to introduce you to the resources necessary so you can become independent as quickly as possible. And we're going to use this process called tell, show, try, do. Tell, show, try, do. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to show you what to do. You're going to try it. And eventually, you're going to learn how to do it. That's how we help you go from dependence to independence. Does this make sense? It's a process. I'm not going to just say, go do it. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you, you're going to try it, you're going to do it. Now, this is really important. This is part of the journey from dependence to independence. Now, listen to me when I say this. These are such important words. If you want to work with me personally, I will help. You're going to build it. Okay, I'll help. You're going to build it. If you want my help personally to get started and to become independent, I require 3 things to work with me personally. There's 2 different types of people I work with. I work with people personally, and I work with people in groups. So if you want to just get access to stuff, then join the team Zoom, join the social media page for the team, join the chat group, join those types of things. If you want my personal help, would you like my personal help? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Would you like my personal help? Yes or no? All right, fantastic. Here's what I need. I need 3 things. I need you to be willing. I can't help you if you're not willing to take a step. I need you to be coachable. I can't help you if you won't listen. And I need you to be hungry. Willing, coachable, hungry. So, bad news is, I can't work with you personally if you're not all 3. Willing, coachable, and hungry. If you're just 2 out of 3, it's a bad investment of my time. So that's the bad news. The good news is, if you can give me those 3, that's all you need to bring. You don't need to have talent, skill, confidence, anything. You don't have to have any of those things. You just need to be willing, coachable, and hungry, and then I will work with you while you build your business and you become independent. And here's how I'm going to spend personal time with you. And here's how I'm going to know if you're willing, coachable, and hungry. Here's how I'm going to know. I'm going to give you assignments. Simple assignments designed, not because I'm your boss, but these simple assignments are designed to help you become independent from me as quickly as you can. So when I'm giving you assignments, don't think that I'm like being your parent or something. I'm not your boss. I'm your friend. But here's the only way I'm going to know if you're willing, coachable, and hungry, because everybody says they're willing, coachable, and hungry. Here's how I'm going to know. I'm going to give you assignments. And based upon how you respond to those assignments is going to let me know if you're willing, coachable, and hungry. So if I give you an assignment that's too hard and you don't do it, then I'll make it easier and easier and easier and easier and easier until I find that assignment that you're willing to accept, and then I'll start to move it up a little bit. Because our goal, if they're moving slowly, I'm going to say, you told me you wanted to become independent in 90 days. If you wanted to become independent in 90 days, I have to give you more assignments. And you need to do them faster. And we can move it to 6 months if you want. We can move it to 9 months if you want. But the only way to get it done, we got to go through tell, show, try, do on all 7 skills. We got to help you get where you want to go. So the only way we're going to do that is assignments. So I'm going to start giving you homework in this process. So then I'm going to explain the 4 things that we do. The 4 things that we do in Herbalife. We sell products, valuable products to people who need them. We recruit an ever-expanding team of other people who are out there selling. We duplicate this process of sellers and distributors, and we lead the teams that we're building. Those are the only 4 things that we do, basically. Sell, recruit, duplicate, and lead. We only get paid for one thing, sales. But the rest of it helps us sell more. Okay? Selling, recruiting, duplication, and leadership. So I let the brand new person understand that the 4 things that we do. And then part 5 is we set expectations. Set expectations. And here's the most important expectation that you need to set with your brand new person. There's going to be ups and downs. This is a very emotional business. And how many agree? Put a 7 in the chat if you agree that this is an emotional business. This is more emotional than a job. This is more emotional than even your other traditional small businesses. This is highly emotional. It's a roller coaster. There's so high highs and deep lows, and you're excited today and you're depressed tomorrow, and it's so personal, right? If somebody joins your team and quits, it's like a loss in the family. It's, nobody told me that it was going to be this emotional. But is it important to tell a person that there's going to be emotions involved and there's going to be ups and downs? Yeah. It's important to say it, because as they start their business, they're going, you know what? He told me this was going to be emotional. I didn't believe it, but wow, look at this. It helps for them to know that there's going to be emotions that show up out of nowhere. And when I tell them that there's going to be ups and downs, here's the important thing. How do you want me to handle it when you're down? And here's how I'm going to know that you're having a down cycle. You're not showing up on the Zooms. You're not messaging me. You're not calling me. You're not showing up for events. You haven't come into the club. You've just kind of disappeared. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to leave you alone? Or do you want me to remind you why you joined this business in the first place? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to leave you alone, and a 2 in the chat if you want me to remind you why you joined in the first place. Is this important to ask this question? Super important. Because if you ask ahead of time, can I remind you? Now when you're doing it, you don't look like the person that's trying to keep them from quitting because you want to keep them on your team and you want to get their production. You're just doing what you said you were going to do as a friend to remind them why they joined this business in the first place. But you have to get permission for that at the beginning before they have a downtime. So, set expectations, super important, ups and downs. And basically, in these expectations, the last thing in these expectations is never quit on a bad day. I just need your commitment that you're not going to quit on a bad day. You can decide that this is not for you. That's fine. But just don't quit on a bad day. Success takes time, work, growth, skills, focus, mental toughness, passion. It takes all these things. And understand, there's no good experiences or bad experiences, just learning experiences. We're going to work through this process to learn how to think like an entrepreneur. And here's the bargain of entrepreneurship, okay? Generally, bargain of entrepreneurship is this. Entrepreneurs generally get underpaid for a pretty significant period of time. They get fairly paid for a pretty short period of time, and then they get overpaid for a long period of time. So they trade underpaid for overpaid. Everybody wants to be fairly paid all the time. That's an employee. That's not entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship has this bargain of I'm going to do the difficult things when I'm not getting all the money in order to be able to have a career with this company for the long term. Take a look at some of your chairmen and founders and president team and all these different people that paid the price years past to enjoy what they're having today. Can they go to the next level? Of course. But did they earn a business? Yes, they did. So all of this is setting expectations. And then part 6 is build unshakable belief. I want to help you as part of this process. I want to help you build unshakable belief in the products. How are we going to do that? By using them and learning everything we can about them. In the company, I want you to just absolutely be so proud because of what you know about the company. In the compensation plan, I want you to be proud of that, unshakable belief in that. In our team, in our system, in network marketing in general, and ultimately I want you to build unshakable belief in yourself. And what's going to happen? You need knowledge and experience in order to be able to build that kind of unshakable belief. And we're going to be doing it through assignments. Some of the assignments is going to be teaching you or encouraging you to learn more about the company, to learn more about the products, to use more of the products. I'm going to be giving you assignments to use them because you can't really build belief in the products until you use them. I'm going to give you all kinds of assignments to help you build your belief, part 6. And then part 7 is to make sure a person is joining in the most effective way. Let's assume success. Let's assume success. Depending on which DMO that you're going to want to build, think about what type of product you're going to need in order to be able to achieve your goals. What commitment do you need to make in order to be able to engage in the various DMOs in your market? Joining and being involved in the most effective way. Treat this like a business, not like a job. Treat this like a business. Okay? Think like a business person. Be as effective as you can possibly be. So this crucial conversation is critically important to congratulate them, explain your working relationship, show the slide again, the journey from dependence to independence, explain the 4 things that we do, set proper expectations, build unshakable belief, and join in the most effective way. Now, I'm going to do a launch strategy very quickly because I only have 10 minutes. I'm going to share a launch strategy with you after you've gone through this crucial conversation a launch strategy to help a person move as fast as possible. And you can use this strategy to get to supervisor if you're not already there, to get qualified for Premier League, to get qualified for extravaganza, to achieve your Flex45 goals. Part 1 is the importance of stories. Learn how to tell your why Herbalife story, your product story, your getting started story, your first 90 days story. Learn the importance of these stories, and you can create fresh stories right now. Some of you have been involved for longer than 90 days. Guess what? If you haven't had your breakthrough in Herbalife yet, you can have your first day be today. You can say, yeah, I joined Herbalife, but I didn't really take it serious. As of April 28th, I decided to take it serious. And let me tell you what happened in the next 90 days. You can create a fresh story anytime you want. But your why Herbalife story, your product story, your getting started story, your first 90 days story, these are stories that are very, very valuable in launching your business. If you launch with the intention to have your story at the end of that launch, that story is going to make you a lot of money and help you become much more productive over the course of your career in Herbalife. Think of all the stories you've heard from top distributors in the company. A quick success plan is part 2. I want to help you get a quick success plan. Success loves speed. I'm going to teach you how to approach your hot market, your close friends and family, how to get your first easiest customers. So a lot of people focused on the best ones. No. If I want somebody to get quick success, I want to focus on the easiest distributors they can think of, the easiest customers that they can think of. Let's start there. Because I learned if I can just help a person get any kind of success in their first 72 hours, their first week, their first month, anything. If I get progress, my chances of being able to work with them long term just went up hundreds of percents. True. So, quick success plan. Come up with, in your DMO, what is your plan that will help them get a win of some sort? So, stories start, and then a quick success plan. Third thing is teaching them how to use third-party tools. How do you use third-party tools? And what I mean by third-party tools, anything that's not you, especially when a person's just starting, they don't have the skills to be a pro right at that second, but they can connect. They can connect their prospects to their upline or to the DMO or to the business flow, or invite them to a club, or have them watch a video, or have them watch a Zoom, right? Have them engage in something that will give them the information. Have them try the products, but use third-party tools as your default. Part 4 is create a roadmap to supervisor. What is the roadmap to supervisor? Explain supervisor why it's important. Show them a roadmap of how to get there. Set a goal. I'm going to ask you, all of you that are not supervisors currently, when do you want to qualify for supervisor? I want you to give me the number of days. How many days do you want it to take for you to qualify for supervisor? Put it in the chat. 2 days, 90 days, 45 days. If I'm talking to you as a brand new person, is it important for me to know? I want you to know that supervisor is your target. And then I want to help you create a roadmap, but I want to know how long you want to take. All right, 90 days. Now, do your assignments change? Your assignments change. If they tell you 30 days versus 90 days. 10 days, if they say 10 days, well, the assignments really change. You said 10 days, I'm going to show you how to get there. Is it possible? Of course. You're going to have to work harder? Yeah. In order to get there faster. So create a roadmap, set a goal, have them tell the world, have them tell everybody that they're going to get there in that period of time, whatever that period of time is, and have them put a date on it. Have them post it on social. Tell them your supervisor story. If you're a supervisor already, tell them how you got there and how it changed your life. So part 4 is the roadmap to supervisor. Part 5 is time management. Ask them how much time can they commit to building their Herbalife business. How much time a week? You're going to get a lot of 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours. Let them know that this business can be built 15 minutes at a time. It really can. 10 hours a week is 40 different 15-minute blocks. 15 minutes, invite some people. 15 minutes, start some conversations. 15 minutes, share the products with some people. 15 minutes, follow up. 15 minutes, jump on a Zoom. You do that 40 times, that's 10 hours. Highly productive. Very few businesses you can build 15 minutes at a time. This is one of them. That's part 5. Part 6 is a friendly warning. A friendly warning. So, do you want this? Do you want success in this business? Put a 7 in the chat if you want success. If you're not going to be denied, you're going to make this happen. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your opportunity. You're ready. All right? Let me give you a friendly warning, all of you. The friendly warning is this. Here's what I've learned in our business. And if you've been around, you know that this to be true. The moment you make the decision that this is going to be the time that changes your life, something happens and everything gets difficult. I mean, it's like a storm shows up. There's lightning striking, and there's winds blowing, and there's in your work and in your job and in your family and in your health and all different kinds of things. Everything. It's like the universe is trying to see if you're serious. And I just need to tell people, has this ever happened to you? Put a 1 in the chat if this has ever happened to you. When you made a major decision and then this happened. You need to let new people know that this is likely to happen. And when this does happen, you need to be a lighthouse in the storm. You need to stand and let the waves crash. And if you stand as that lighthouse, then the waves are going to calm down. But the universe is going to test you to see if you're serious about going to this next level. If you are, great. If you're not, then it's going to be a hard road for you. So give them a friendly warning. I found this to be very helpful. And then part 7 is give them their very first assignment with a deadline. Very first assignment. And it could be anything. Depending on their ambition, you can give them the assignment of using the products. You can give them an assignment of making a list of 10 likely customers that you can work with together to educate about your products. It could be an assignment of showing up at the club every day. It could be the assignment of accessing the training. A million things. Come up with the assignment that you think is going to get them moving based upon their ambitions and line up the assignment with their ambitions. Okay? So, what I wanted to share with you today, and I hope you got value, was the 7 basic skills, the fundamental skills, that they're just a decision. Go to work on developing them. The 7 steps in the crucial conversation. And the 7 steps in a launch. 7 steps in crucial conversation. This is in English, but hopefully you got good notes. And the 7 steps in the launch. Launching a person. And hope you got the notes there. I want to congratulate all of you for being here. A lot of people could be here on this Zoom and they're not. You've already separated yourself from the crowd. You've already separated yourself from average people. The fact that you're here tells me you're hungry. Some people started this Zoom and couldn't even last an hour. We already lost them, but not you. The fact that you're here means something. I just want you to know you've already won. Now you just have to do the work to get the benefit. You're already in an amazing place with an amazing company and amazing products and amazing structure and amazing training. Now you just have to add your part. So as you move forward, I hope to see you at an event sometime soon. I hope to see you qualified inside of the Herbalife Premier League. I hope you all engage in Flex45 and you get the free training for the 45 days with Herbalife Insider. Please go access that training. If I give you any value today, I'll give you more over the course of those 45 days, 7 minutes at a time. And don't play small. The world's not served by you playing small. It's time for you to play big. So I'll hand it back to our hosts. I'll look forward to talking to you all at some time in the future. Mwah! My love to all of you. Take care, everybody.
So we have to thank you another time for this amazing training to Eric Worre. For me, it's a pleasure to be here. I am honored to take a bunch of notes in my notebook because this was something that put me another time in action. I take some notes like it's not perfect. This business is better. And another quote is decide to go pro because our job is to connect. And thank you, Eric, another time for the crucial conversation after at maximum 72 hours from a decision. This was for me a big value. We imagine also for you, but we know everybody that are in the business that the difference is not about the informations that we take, but about the action that we will do after this training. So this training was open to all of the qualifiers that are not a supervisor at all, but we invite you to qualify to the Level Up call. Save this date, Monday, the 19th of May. 19th of May, there is the Level Up call, but is it open all the call only for the supervisor? So naturally, we will meet you in Extravaganza in Budapest, but we wait you in May for the Level Up call. Play big, do big, and let's go Herbalife!
I call you, I need you, my heart's on fire. You come unto me wild and wild. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. It can't be wrong. Take my heart and really make it strong. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I ever met. I stuck on your heart, I hang on every word you say. Tears apart, baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, at the start of every night and every day.